Hello and welcome to another edition of Addition. I'm your host, Adi Adewusi. I'm a product manager at Microsoft, a mathematician, a futurist, a tech optimist, artist, and creator. And I am here every day, Monday through Friday, bringing you an update on the markets, the hot topics in tech, some career advice, and letting you know what I'm geeked out about today. So I know things have not been super consistent this week, but I did record a podcast 4 out of 5 days while traveling, while being 3 hours away from my home time zone, and with an action-packed, completely full social calendar. So I'm going to give myself a pat on the back. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see that. And I hope this shows you how committed I am to the show. I will not, if I miss a day, it's because I literally had zero time. Okay, so before we get into the updates on the markets, go ahead and push the like button if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see I am platinum blonde today. And let me know what you think about the look in the comments. I did my cool tone makeup look, which you can see in one of the shorts if you are interested in that. And subscribe on the podcast platform, on YouTube, Instagram. I'm at Addition with Addy, TikTok, at AdditionPod, Substack, additionpod.substack.com. That way you get all the videos and podcasts directly into your inbox. And Twitter at AdditionPod. And if you want to email me, it's additionpod@gmail.com. So thank you for all of the support. Now let's get into the markets. Okay, so Bitcoin is down 1.97% over the past 7 days. Ethereum is down 4.38% in the past 7 days. Let me just pull up the price very quickly. At the time of recording, Bitcoin is hovering around 38,595 and Ethereum is hovering around $2,820. So continue to decline. I will say on episode 1, I told you that I invested in ApeCoin. ApeCoin is up 56.47% in the past 7 days. Thank you very much. I knew it. I knew when people think something's not going to be successful, it's typically successful. And when people, like I said before in a previous episode, optimists get rich, pessimists sound smart. And a lot of people sounded super smart, talking about how ApeCoin was going to be terrible. 56.47% in the past 7 days. That's incredibly impressive. ApeCoin is around $22 when I last checked. Am I going to buy more? I don't know. I think I may have, I think I may have gotten the returns that I was going to get on that investment. My only regret is that I didn't put more money into Ape. I was being very cautious. I think I put maybe $50 or $100 in there. Okay. All right. Moving on. S&P 500 is down 1.71%. And the NASDAQ is down 1.93%. So in this market, alternative investments are the only thing winning. So real estate and collectibles and other non-traditional alternative investments are what's going right in this market. So I'm going to keep an eye out and see who's actually doing really well in 2022. So far it's ApeCoin, homeowners, and people who bought Luna. If you know anyone else or any other investments that have been doing great in 2022, let me know in the comments. Okay, so hot topic in tech. Airbnb. Airbnb commits to fully remote workplace, quote, live and work anywhere. And this comes from TechCrunch. And I quote, Airbnb CEO Brian Chesky outlined the new policy, summing it up in 5 points. You can work from home or the office. You can move anywhere in the country you work and you work in, and your compensation won't change. You have the flexibility to travel and work around the world. We'll meet up regularly for gatherings, and will continue to work in a highly coordinated way. This is the new office perks. Airbnb is setting the standard because these companies can't depend on their stock price anymore. As you know, as I've been talking about the past few weeks, big tech stocks have been tanking and the markets are being very fickle. So you don't necessarily get that upside. People don't necessarily want to go in the office. So free lunch and, laundry service, car wash, those were great perks before the pandemic, but people aren't as excited about those perks anymore. So Brian Chesky and Airbnb are literally just going to kill the game with this policy. Best and brightest talent absolutely are going to go apply to work at Airbnb. The fact that you can leave the country, so you can travel up to 90 days. It's an excellent policy, and I'm really excited to see what's going to come out. And it's aligned with what Airbnb does. It's a travel company, so it makes sense that they wouldn't force their employees to all live in the Bay Area or Austin or Atlanta, wherever their hubs are. So congrats. I congratulate them for being innovative here. A few weeks ago or a few months ago, their CEO said he was selling his home or moving out of his home and was going to live in Airbnbs fully, just to commit to the mission. Sounds like Airbnb is a very mission-driven company, and a lot of people are going to want to work there. So, okay, so next hot topic in tech, Goldman Sachs offers its first Bitcoin-backed loan in a crypto push. So these traditional banks have been hilarious because one day their CEO is making public statements about Bitcoin and crypto being scammy, Ponzi schemes, but at the same time, they want access to people who hold crypto because a lot of them have gotten rich and they want their business. So they have to provide these crypto offerings. So I quote from Bloomberg, this is secured lending facility, lent cash collateralized by Bitcoin, which means that if I own Bitcoin, I can get a loan from Goldman Sachs that using my Bitcoin as a collateral. So they'll give me fiat money for my crypto money. Okay, so Wall Street is warming up to crypto. Let's see. I have the link to the article in the show notes. It doesn't go into too much detail about the loan, but it talks about what other crypto companies or what other traditional banks are doing in crypto. Okay, so the career topic for today is authenticity. I had so much fun this week because I was myself. So reminder, I have been in Redmond / Bellevue / Seattle, Washington for the past week, meeting my coworkers at Microsoft, the teams that I work with. And I've had an amazing experience because I haven't tried to be anything different. I have not attempted to adapt to the culture. I'm wearing what I want to wear. I'm dressing the way I want to dress. I'm talking to the people who I want to talk to and are nice and are friendly and open. And I really have had a great time on this trip. And there were times where I was tempted to hide who I was or tone things down a little bit, but I didn't want to deal with all the things that I think about for work and also be thinking about how my coworkers are going to react to me being the person that I am. And I realized that it was worth the risk. Like, I'm just going to be myself. Otherwise, I have two jobs, of a job doing what I was hired to do and a job maintaining who I am to please people that I don't even know. So I talk a lot about, executive presence and dressing for the job you want, not the job you have. But I don't mean don't be yourself. Before you come for me, if you are casual, if you think being yourself means you look sloppy to work every day, I disagree with you. I think you can be a clean, put together version of yourself. I don't think that's compromising who you are. There's a way to express your individuality through fashion without looking like a total slob. But yeah, so even though I encourage you to get out of your comfort zone and network and do things that may not necessarily come naturally to you, I don't mean you need to change your personality to fit in. I would say people are attracted to confidence and people who seem secure, that they're just living their life. It's infectious. It's attractive, and everyone wants to relax and be themselves at work. So by being yourself at work, you're leading the way, you are setting the culture, especially if you work for a company that values diversity and inclusion like Microsoft does. So that's my career tip for the day. Be yourself. Think about how you're changing who you are for your coworkers, and think about maybe not doing that. Okay, so what am I geeked out about this week? The Pacific Northwest. I love it here. The weather isn't great, but I would love to stay here for, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. The restaurant options are amazing. The shopping's amazing. Everything's clean. It's easy to get around. Traffic isn't bad. And it's an hour and a half from Vancouver, which is a place the geography I'm obsessed with. So I would love to spend some time there. Okay, so thanks for staying with me. I know I am rusty. I am completely out of my element. I'm out of town, but the show must go on and you are getting an episode. So I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Thank you for keeping up with me. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, share, and support the show. All right, have a great day. Bye.